It's Cheryl here from GoBravo Music, and here's Will Farmer, and it's really interesting because Will is not only an amazingly good professional trombone player that's worked all over the world, but he's actually a friend of my husband's, and he comes from a little island at the bottom of Australia.
It's not that little, Cheryl.
Oh, it's growing as we speak, called Tasmania. And Will, tell us a little bit about yourself, and especially yourself as a trombone player.
Well, I started playing trombone when I was 13 years old and practiced a lot for many, many years, and I was very lucky that when I finished university on the trombone, that I got a job working in the Australian Opera Orchestra, and I've been playing there now for many years in the orchestra pit at the Sydney Opera House.
That's interesting because that's the very same orchestra that I used to play a lot with.
It was.
Tell us about where you've worked.
I've played in orchestras all over Australia, in Tasmania and in the Sydney Symphony and the Australian Chamber Orchestra. I've done a lot of work overseas, particularly in Finland. I've been lucky enough to work in orchestras there, in the Finnish National Opera and in the Finnish Radio System. So music's taken me everywhere, all over the world, and I've been very, very fortunate that I've been able to.
What was it like for you starting off on the trombone?
I was so excited about the trombone.
Why?
When I picked it up, I heard the first time I heard the sound of the trombone, I thought, this instrument makes the best sound.
Was it like an extension of yourself?
It was, exactly like that.
Wow.
Exactly like that. And I never wanted to do anything else. That was when I was maybe 14. By the time I was 14.
It was just the trombone?
No.
And you knew
Yep.
it was the trombone?
As soon as I heard the sound.
And did it take you a long time to learn to play?
I had played a little bit of the euphonium before I switched to trombone, so I knew a little bit about reading the music.
Is that easier, do you think, Will, to learn to play on an instrument like the euphonium because it's got valves that you can actually press down a little bit more easily?
It's more easy if you're smaller when you start. When you're starting on a big brass instrument, obviously to play the trombone your arm needs to be quite long, so it's sometimes easier to start on an instrument where you press the valves to start with, but certainly most people, once they get to the age of 10, can play the trombone.
And what would be some of your highlights playing the trombone?
My highlights playing the trombone, oh goodness.
A lot.
A lot. Many highlights. Playing with Joan Sutherland, I think, was a highlight performance.
The final performance,
when she retired. Playing with Pavarotti.
Yes, I've done those two things as well. Very exciting.
I mean, yes, but travelling,
yes,
and music being a universal language, and you can go to anywhere in the world. A very difficult language to learn.
Well, I think that is really exciting, and I think if you wanted to know how to play the trombone very well, it's a good idea to talk to somebody like Will, because Will's not only someone who's a dad, and he's so experienced and qualified in playing the trombone, but he's someone that loves to play the trombone after all these years, and he's such an expert. So thank you so much, Will. Welcome to GoBravo.